We all know death is certain, and it is the most inevitable thing on the earth. But can you imagine yourself living alone in the cozy bedroom of your apartment, busy with Christmas preparations and suddenly taking the last breath of your life? Can you see yourself dead and there is no one to check on you, no one to bother about your well-being, and your body slowly decays? Getting goosebumps, right? Sure, it's very difficult to even imagine such a horrible death. But that's what happened to Joyce Carol Vincent in 2003. It's heart-wrenching to know she has been through such extreme circumstances. Who was Joyce Vincent? She was a beautiful British woman from North London who died and remained unnoticed for more than 2 years in her bed-sitting room. Isn't it strange that there was no one in her life to ensure she was still alive and well? Not knowing her well, her neighbors didn't notice her absence. They also thought that the bad smell was due to garbage bins below the apartment. The mysterious death of this 38-year-old woman was finally realized 3 years later during an eviction. Till then she seemed to be living the life for many people who know her. Vincent's skeleton was found in 2006 lying on the floor clutching a shopping bag. She was recognized through her dental records. Police ruled out the possibility of murder and speculated to have an asthma attack. This heartbreaking story was depicted in an episode of Being Mary Jane. Vincent's life and death was the center of the topic of Dreams of a Life, a 2011 docudrama film. Thanks to the filmmaker Carol Morley who decided to explore her life, and his documentary left a heavy emotional impact of what it must be like to die alone. When debuted at the BFI Film Festival in London, the documentary earned a great nomination buzz for the Best Documentary. Inspired by her life, English musician Steven Wilson released his fourth solo studio album Hand Cannot Erase in 2015. Earlier he formed a rock band, Miss Vincent, and wrote a song on her life, titled No One Knew. Finding out the cause of Joyce's death was highly challenging for Carol Morley because there seemed to be no one who even knew the young Caribbean woman. Although her family members attended her funeral ceremonies, they never responded to Morley's inquiries. But as time passed by, friends and associates of Joyce began to reach out and share their experiences with the woman. As evident from most accounts, Joyce was popular. She was known as a sociable, intelligent, lovable, and charismatic person. Singing was her talent, and there were many occasions of meeting with celebrities like Stevie Wonder, Nelson Mandela, and Quincy Jones. It's surprising that a healthy, budding singer died suddenly. However, most people missed the possibility of loneliness in her life. What made this socialite stay aloof and socially isolated that even her death went undiscovered for so many years? Many people quietly suffer from loneliness every day. A state of feeling empty, alone, and unwanted. We either stigmatize people with such destructive mental health issue or too busy notice signs. Life is too short, and you never know if you might experience an unnoticed death. Lessons from Joyce Vincent's mysterious death. 1. A smile doesn't always mean a person is happy. A lot of people in day-to-day life claim to be independent and happy. There are many young women who prioritize work so much that they rarely have time for friends and relationships. Some women don't trust people or believe in true love. Such an attitude is mainly due to past heartbreaks and negative experiences from close relationships. Was it the same with Joyce? Did she end up being lonely because of bitter relationships in her past? Is it that she had no courage left to build new relationships? It's not always the tears that measure the pain. Sometimes it's the smile we fake. People with depression have wounds that do not show up on their bodies. They want to join society but somehow can't. Depression is a deadly mental illness. Worldwide, more than 264 million people of all ages suffer from depression, according to the World Health Organization. But a lot of these people go untreated, and over time tends to prefer social isolation. Not just for professional needs, but some sort of human interaction is very much important for everyone. 2. Small gestures can make people feel incredible. Anyone anytime can end up in pain, which can be in the form of business loss, sickness, or anything. But these small gestures can go a long way. Simply asking "How are you?" with a smile can make a sick person feel cared for. Giving a compliment, "Oh, you're looking great today," can make a big difference in the life of a person feeling lonely or sad. We ought to say hello to the strangers we pass on the street every day. Taking out your precious time to say hello to a person who always eats his lunch alone can make a huge impact on his life. Let's not judge those who never attend parties or smile as we do. It's time to stop assuming that people who keep to themselves are weird or strange. What if by being kind, that so-called strange person becomes your best buddy? 3. Care for your loved ones. When was the last time you hugged your mom or said to her "I love you"? We do love our parents, but forget to show that we care for them. Only we repent when they're gone forever. If your ego is too big and you hold grudges till your last breath, then one day you too may die alone. Resentment is like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Grudges benefit no one, neither in personal life nor in business. So, make a conscious effort not to let petty things get in the way of showing love and appreciation for those you care about. 4. Inner healing is important. As documented in Dreams of Life, there was some speculation that Joyce had childhood issues. At a very young age, she had lost her mother that left her deeply affected. Some of her friends and acquaintances also highlighted that at times she expressed vulnerability and resisted seeking help from people. Again, anecdotal information revealed that she was a victim of child abuse and domestic violence. The chances are high that these experiences pushed her towards unhappiness and loneliness. Most people have the deepest, darkest core wound. It can be abandonment, betrayal, emotional abuse, rejection, and so on. But we fail to realize and heal it. The mysterious death of Joyce teaches us a lesson that it's essential to examine and wash our wounds. It's important for us to go for self-assessment and gain deep self-awareness. We must know our strengths and eliminate our weaknesses by seeking help, whether psychological, spiritual, or any other. Because emotional wounds grow bigger with time. Healing is important to become happier. There is no pain that we can't overcome if we try. Joyce Vincent could have been a popular singer, but her life ended in a very tragic way. Shockingly true, but her death teaches us important life lessons. Hopefully, you all pick a lesson to make your life better and this world a better place to live.